We are talking all things insurance today. Christopher Cook with Alliance Insurance is answering questions about home or car insurance. Chris, we have a lot of questions coming in. The first one here: if I have wind damage coverage, wouldn't it cover damages due to hurricane and therefore water?
Yes, typically there are. I'm not sure where that viewer happens to live or have property, but there are a few policies in our state that have a different deductible for named storms. So that can be a little bit confusing, but yes, hurricane damage and wind damage are the same. If the roof is blown off and then rain comes into the home, that is covered. If groundwater seeps up through the house, that's a flood, and that's not covered. So there's a distinction there.
Someone's asking, what all does renter's insurance cover for a home?
A renter, someone who's renting an apartment or a home, needs to insure their possessions, everything from toothbrushes to televisions, we say. So furniture, clothing, all your possessions, and what you're insuring those against is typically fire, theft, vandalism, possibly damage from lightning and other things of that nature.
Someone's wondering, do you need insurance if you're a hairstylist out of your home?
Yes, and that's a complicated conversation, and you need to talk to an insurance agent who understands you're running a business out of your home.
Got it. Okay. Someone's asking about the homeowner's insurance. They say that my claim was denied for water damage. The leak came from the pipe.
My best guess is that leak occurred over a long period of time, and insurance claims for there to be what we call a covered peril or an actual claim, the damage has to be sudden. And if your adjuster has deemed that damage took place over a long period of time, they are denying your claim.
Someone's asking, how do I get insurance on the contents of our home? They declined to cover because our outside storage building is not in tip-top shape.
I'd need to know a little bit more about that situation. The contents of your home are typically insured automatically as part of your home at 50%, or depending on the carrier, maybe 70% of the amount that your home is insured for. So if your home were insured for $200,000, your contents would be insured for $100,000. I'm not sure about the underwriting situation there that's caused the carrier to say thanks, but no thanks.
Someone's asking, does North Carolina have PIP, personal injury protection, with auto insurance?
We do not. We are a non-PIP state. Florida and many other states have PIP, but we do not.
Someone wants you to explain the benefits of an umbrella policy.
So an umbrella policy provides liability protection to your household, whether the damage that you have caused was because of a car wreck or someone got hurt at your property. I mean, it was part of a homeowner's insurance claim, or you were off-site, you weren't at your home, you were somewhere else, and you're being held liable for something. An umbrella liability policy provides an extra layer of liability protection, as I called it earlier, paycheck protection or savings account protection. Most umbrella policies, for $1 million of coverage, you can get a policy for $150 a year or less.
Someone's wondering, why does your zip code affect your car policy amount?
That's a great question. I hadn't had that one in a long time. Insurance is math. You know, we started this segment with me talking about how insurance is simple. It is math. The higher the likelihood of claim, the higher the premium. Certain zip codes have more claims and more severe claims than others. And so where you live is a rating factor that the insurance carriers use to rate your auto insurance policy.
Interesting. This is the question that I always hear. Is it true that the color of your car will determine your rate?
No,
So
it is not true.
So if I go buy that red sports car, I'm not going to be paying any more than anybody else.
No, the reason you'll pay more is because you may or may not be more likely to get a speeding ticket, and your speeding ticket will make your insurance premium go up. But we do not rate based off color of car. And believe it or not, no insurance companies store the color of your car in their database.
All right. See, we're doing our own little verify segment here. Christopher Cook, Alliance Insurance, we really appreciate your time, as always. Thanks again.